Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the views so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another beer review. Time for some slice goodness. My favorite time, aka beat time. We typically take our pants off after we drink slice beers and just have moments with them. So, Slice Beer Company, Lincoln, California. This is, do we say the one and only? Original Juice. I reviewed Double Original Juice when it dropped a couple months ago, and I still say that's the best hoppy beer I've had this year. It was absolutely amazing. And that was a 8.5% double IPA. This is the single IPA version of that, I do believe, and it is a 7% alcohol by volume. It says hazy IPA, same hops as the last one, Citra Mosaic Galaxy Simcoe. I love everything about this label art. Everything about this can is amazing. This beer comes courtesy of my best friend in the entire world, Jared. Like literally my best friend. He was the best man at my wedding. He sent me a can of this to review. They released original juice glassware, which it's kind of hard to see the writing, but I think once we pour this beer, you'll be able to see it. But this glass is an absolute unit of a glass. Look how big that thing is. I think it's like 21.5 ounces. We could pour this entire beer in this glass and just chug it if we want to. So, canned on OJ. Canned on September 3rd. Today is 9/11. So a week in the can. Let's get into it. It's Friday. It is the first beer of the week, and this looks like juice. It's a good name for this beer, right? Original Juice. It looks like freaking orange juice. Look at that glass. It is massive. And that beer looks absolutely beautiful. It's that light, I always say hazy lemonade, looks like orange juice that you might have poured milk into. It's just that crazy, it's glowing in the glass. It looks amazing. Finger of fluffy white head. The bubbles are pretty compact, but it's just really like pillowy. It's so crazy how big this glass is. I love it. Love it. Citra Mosaic Galaxy Simcoe. I mean, 4 of the greatest hops of all time. Don't at me. Shove our nose in it. Yeah, I mean, this, it smells, for a 7% beer, it's pungent. I remember it seared into my brain that Double Original Juice smelled like orange gummy worms. This has that candied orange thing. But this has, I feel like this one's like much more tropical. There's way more of like that pineapple vibe, like that kind of passion fruity tropical fruit thing. And there's that kind of little bit of like sweet, like berry thing that you get from Mosaic. It does. It just smells like candy, like hard candy. It's crazy how pungent this is. I mean, obviously I had Double Original Juice 2 months ago, so I don't like exactly, it's not like I drank it yesterday, but the nose of this is reminding me of that. Maybe not like as crazy explosive. Like I remember smelling that beer and just being like, what the fuck am I smelling? This beer smells like that, but it's kind of just like, I mean, you can tell that this is a single IPA version of a double IPA beer that I've had before. But it is. It's candied fruit juice in a glass. So let's go and taste it. Jared, cheers. Thank you, sir. Yeah, it's juice. It is a mixture of sweet tangerine, blueberry, and pineapple juice with like a passion fruity kind of juice box vibe with it. That's phenomenal. Absolutely fantastic. This one, I feel like it's not as like lingering of a finish. Double Original Juice. And I know I keep going back to that beer because this is kind of the little brother of that beer. So, I mean, that's what I'm remembering. I remember that beer just as I talked, even after I drank it, it just stayed super candied on my tongue, just ridiculously juicy. Just like kept going like waves and waves of flavor, just like lingering as I talked. This has that big burst of tropical like juice flavor, but it kind of flies off your palate and it makes me want to chug it. The finish isn't as crazy. It's not as like, holy fuck, like how long is this going to last? How dare you? But it's absolutely fantastic. This is extremely easy drinking. It's super light for a 7% beer. Everything you smelled, orange juice, tangerine juice, it's super like pineapple fruit juice from the Galaxy, I think, and then you get that crazy blueberry thing. Simcoe can go either way for me. Sometimes it gets to the tropical thing. Sometimes it's catty. I don't notice any kind of West Coast catty vibes off of this. So I don't know if I'm even tasting Simcoe in this can. Maybe other cans were different. I don't know. But yeah, this has a sweetness on the finish that just balances well with all that crazy upfront, like juicy notes that you're getting. Crazy dry on the finish. It doesn't offer like a bitterness. It doesn't get like aggressive or offensive. Like I said, it just flies off your palate and makes you want to chug it. This is absolutely fantastic. But I could see, guys, I mean, I don't think single IPAs get a lot of respect these days. I really don't. And the only reason I say that is because, like, before the whole shutdown thing, and like Monkish, for instance, was doing online, or before they were doing online releases, they would release single IPAs and they wouldn't sell out. Everyone always bought the double and triple IPAs, and it seems like that's the same with a lot of breweries. But this is an absolute crusher of a beer. It's fantastic. It hits all like the notes that you want in an IPA. And a hazy IPA, this is absolute fire. It's good stuff. So it's another world-class beer from a world-class brewery. It's fantastic. I love it. I absolutely love it. If you like Juice Bomb, hazy New England IPAs, this is your jam. As it's warmed a little bit, there's a tiny bit of like biting bitterness, but it's called original juice. That's what it is. It's juice in a glass. So we will leave it at that. Jared, I appreciate you, brother. Thanks for sharing this. That's original juice from Slice. If you guys have had it, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. If you've had both of them, talk about which one you prefer. I'd like to see how many people prefer double original juice to this one. Maybe you prefer this one. Maybe you're a lower ABV. Hashtag team low ABV. This isn't quite to there, but maybe you guys prefer this one to the other one. I don't know. You can't go wrong with either one of them. So that's it. I'm out of here, guys. As always, thank you so much for watching. See you very soon. Cheers.
Thank you for coming behind the bar, in the arcade, all that shit.
Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the Fuse, so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't